everyone, and welcome to another live stream here from the Frontier offices. Today we are celebrating the launch of Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch. I am Jens Erik. I am part of the community team here at Frontier, and it is my absolute pleasure to be your host for this one-ish hour live stream where we will be diving into the Sandbox mode of Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch. I hope everyone out there is able to hear me well enough, are able to see me. As far as I know, the stream setup should be the same as last time, so things should be well. I see Joel is in chat already. I see Wolf Black 6, I see Dino Hearse, I see Aiden Breen, lots of good folks. I see Jay from Frontier. Thank you very much, Jay. TJ the Mod is here. I'm very happy to see everyone in chat. And if you don't know, right now, Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch is available to purchase and download and unlock and all that good stuff in Europe. Americans, unfortunately, will have to wait a little bit longer until 7 p.m. PST today, but then you will be able to play as well. But I'm very happy to have everyone join me and the two other people on this stream to celebrate this launch. Like, this is my, if I can get a bit personal at the moment, this is my first launch with Frontier, and I'm super happy that I get to be able to work on a game like this with amazing people and with an amazing community and all that good stuff. So today we're going to be digging into some Sandbox mode, and then we're going to take a brief look at the Return to Jurassic Park DLC, and we're also going to be giving away a few copies of Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition for Nintendo Switch. So stick around in chat if you want to have a chance at winning this incredible game that we just launched on Nintendo Switch, probably my favorite gaming platform right now. But as I mentioned previously, I'm not going to be doing this alone. I'm joined by two wonderful people. Rich Newbold, who you may have seen in the previous live stream if you watched that last week, game director. He gives us a nice wave. And we are also joined by character artist Liesa Bowens. Welcome, both of you.
Hello.
Morning.
Greetings.
So exciting, we're out.
Yeah, how does it...
Oh, I can't believe it's finally there. Oh.
Yeah, how does it feel, Rich? Like, how does it feel to finally be able to see, like, all right, the game is launched now, we're out?
It always feels amazing. This is not my first launch day at Frontier, and every time it's always amazing just to see all that hard work and commitment and energy and great stuff that the team's been doing, finally get in the hands of our players in our communities and to see what they say. And because that's what it's all about. It's all about giving a video game to people to play and enjoy, and that's what we're here for, and that's what we love doing. So it's such an exciting moment.
Definitely.
It's slightly surreal. Normally launch days, there's a few of us in the office. We have, a bit of pomp, a bit of ceremony to something. Today, it's a bit quiet in the office, as it always is because of these days. So it's a bit surreal, but still, it's still an amazing feeling.
Yeah, even when we're working remote, the team's been counting down to this day for the past couple of months, just kind of like 1 month till Switch, 1 week. So even before we jumped into the live stream, I had my team going like, oh, it's finally here. It's the day. I hope everyone loves it. So it's definitely the culmination of a lot of hard work that everyone's looking forward to seeing in other people's hands.
For sure. And yeah, like I mentioned before, it is my first launch here with Frontier, and it's great to just see all the excitement people have on social media. So many people messaging us asking like, oh, like it's November 3rd now. It's past midnight. When is it unlocking? When can I play it? When can I play it? I'm really excited. And so yeah, as I mentioned before, if you are in Europe and Australia, it is available right now. And then Americans will unfortunately have to wait a little bit longer until 7 p.m. PST. But then you will also be able to play. So yeah, and as we mentioned earlier, we're going to be doing a bit of some giveaways during the stream as well, where you can win copies of Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch. I see we also have some more people joining us in chat. Tom Jurassic is here. Thank you very much for joining us, Tom. Jason D is here. G Media. Bucky No Hair is here. Rexio, and we're very, very happy to have so many wonderful people here. And yeah, for those of you not in the know, maybe you're just joining us for a live stream for the first time, or maybe this is the first time you hear about Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition. This is a version of Jurassic World Evolution with all post-PC launch updates and DLCs included. So that means everything that's come out for free and everything that's come out as a paid DLC. And I think that's 4 or 5 dinosaur packs. I don't remember the exact number. I think you might know it better than me, Rich.
It's 4 dinosaur packs, and then with the Raptor Squad skin collection pack, which was they'll have new skins for your Raptors as well. So it's 4 packs with new dinosaurs in and 1 with new skins.
Excellent. And then also, yeah, the 3 paid DLC campaigns, Secrets of Dr. Wu, I'm not going to say Doctor Who this time, Claire Sanctuary, and Return to Jurassic Park, one of which we're going to dig into a little bit later. But I think we can, Rich, if you load up a Sandbox map for us, go back,
it's this one.
load.
I know, I remembered now. I remembered now.
It's on Sandbox.
We only practiced a few times. You definitely told me where to go. I remember. It's fine.
So Sandbox mode is your free building mode, essentially, where you take everything you've unlocked by playing the different campaigns and just sort of plunk it down on an island. And we did a couple of Twitter polls before this and asked what island should we build on, the era we should use, the time of day, and which dinosaurs people wanted us to engineer and release first. So we've prepped, well, I've prepped a very, very tiny park already. And I think let me bring up the Twitter here very quickly.
And then you've given it to me to take over.
Yes.
And nothing will go wrong.
Nothing at all, Rich.
It's not
nothing at all.
At least this time around, because Sandbox mode being the free build mode allows you to turn off everything like dinosaur needs and like dinosaur fighting and all that stuff, because if you just want dinosaurs to roam around and have a good time, then you can turn those things off. So this time around, at least, there's not going to be a bunch of diseased dinosaurs walking around like I did with you.
Yeah, that was fun on Thursday. Thank you for that. I was like, Rich, drop into this park. Also, there's some disease you're gonna have to deal with.
I'm sorry.
And also, I haven't researched it yet. Like, I haven't researched the cure. Okay, don't worry, Jens. Team effort.
He's just setting you up to be a bad dad, Rich. You can't let him do this to you.
Bad dinosaur dad. I'm very sorry.
Bad dinosaur dad.
So the results of the polls were that we're playing on Isla Nublar, and we are playing in the Jurassic Park era. We are using the regular day-night cycle, and the first dinosaur people wanted us to bioengineer and release was the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So like the Rex is still incubating. So
El Clasico.
It's very, very typical of me to just put something down and sort of leave it unfinished for Rich to take care of on a live stream later.
I'm going to use this lovely enclosure you've built, and I'm going to get it ready for this. I've got the T-Rex ready, and I've got this. No, it's coming, and I've got the Triceratops coming as well. So I'm just gonna get this ready.
I mean, we're they're not going to start fighting, luckily, because I turned all that stuff down because I figured it would be a good idea to not have.
I'm not sure if that's nice or disappointing. I kid. No, it's great. We all want to get along.
I personally think it's a good idea. I had a moment in my in one of my campaign games where I did what Rich is doing here, which is taking an enclosure, splitting it in 2, and just having one for herbivores and one for carnivores.
And then that one. Yeah.
And then silly me, I forgot to close the gate to the carnivores as I was releasing herbivores, and then suddenly you had a
carnage.
You had a bit of a carnage going down, but luckily the Triceratopses were able to fight back, so that's good. And my ACU helicopters were able to come in and just sort of start tranking dinosaurs.
I remember once I was playing and I accidentally, so there was a mission to accidentally let the dinosaur escape so I could check my security measures.
Accidentally?
And I said, no, I'm not going to do this. Yeah, accidentally. Yeah. And I said, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm honorable. I won't do this. And then the dinosaur actually escaped. And so the guy who gave me the mission was like, yep, that's it. Thank you very much for that, little pal. Here's your reward. And everyone else was like, I can't believe you've done this. How could you do this? It's hurting other dinosaurs. And I was like, no, you don't understand.
Rich, you went against the will of Twitter and released a Triceratops.
I did. I'm so sorry. I was in the flow. I'm so sorry.
I
Twitter
can't believe
polls
you've done
in the
this.
chat. I've wronged you. I'm sorry. I just wanted to get this. I wanted to get the Triceratops out because it's my favorite.
Yeah, I was gonna
wanted to put it in. I wanted to put it away. Just keep it away from what we're doing. That's what I was thinking. I thought I'd clear some space in the hatchery. We only have 4 bays. Now we have space to do something else. So in a way, I did the right thing. So forgive me.
Tom says, Rich, how could you?
If that's the worst thing I do today, I think I'm having a good day.
Yeah, you absolutely are having a good day. Eric from Facebook says that I do that too. I keep the meat eaters in a quarantine, then I trank them and move them, then the rest pass through the gate. I mean, I think that's the best idea to.
It's a good idea.
Do it, absolutely.
Yeah, dude. This, if I was to give some top tips to some new players to Jurassic World Evolution on the Switch, this is a great opportunity for players that have never played Jurassic World Evolution to pick it up. This is my top tip to take away is. Have one hatchery, but have it connected to multiple enclosures, and then have one for herbivores and one for carnivores. And then that way you can kind of control which way they're going. And if you're low on money, because hatcheries do cost money in the main campaign and the challenge mode, is you can just use one hatchery to do what you need. And then you can keep them safe and isolated and make sure the fence between them is nice and secure just in case they do get unhappy.
All right.
So we're ready now.
Let's release this
Ready?
T-Rex, and let's just watch as it comes out.
So because I was planning this, clearly, the lighting got really dark and spooky and atmospheric just in time for us to do this Tyrannosaurus Rex.
All planned.
It was all planned. Definitely was.
Masterminds.
Yeah. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Yes.
there she is. There she is, the queen.
Ah. Nice. God, they do look impressive, don't they?
They're so good. But yeah, as a Liesa, as a character artist, like this is your sort of bread and butter, so to speak.
Well, actually, I'm not a character artist, but I didn't want to put you on the spot at the beginning.
Oh no, I'm very sorry.
I'm a building artist. I'm an environment artist, so I'd be better to talk about the hatchery than about the dinosaurs.
All right, well then we can talk a bit about the hatcheries a bit down the line, I think. But you mentioned, Rich, you had your top tip was to sort of split your enclosures into 2, and then because then you can have one hatchery for several enclosures, which is a really good idea because it saves on space and money as well. If people in chat have any sort of tips they would like to share with beginners, because I think for a lot of people this is their first sort of outing with Jurassic World Evolution, because they haven't been able to play it before we released it on the Switch. So feel free to share, if you're in chat, feel free to share any tips that you might have for new players. Personally, I think my main tip is just to sort of don't rush. Just sort of take things slow, because it's not the kind of game where you can just sort of try to bulldoze through everything, but it is the sort of game where you build a bit, you see how it looks, you see how it works, you sit back and maybe wait and see if maybe there's a dinosaur breaking out somewhere, or maybe there's a dinosaur, fighting something else, and then, you sort of you build something, you see how it goes, like with a lot of these types of management sims. So I think that's like my main tip. Liesa, do you have any sort of suggestions for like the main ways to play, and like main tips to like good tips for players to play?
My favorite tip is still, don't think you've got enough fences when you've got velociraptors.
Yes.
Do not trust them. Do not trust them at all. So that's my favorite tip that I see all the time.
Absolutely.
Because definitely I've been burned by that. So
I use a technique called onion ringing, which is not about just frying dinosaurs into a crispy batter. It's about just having lots of rings of fences. So if you have velociraptors, I always add an extra layer of fencing around the enclosure so that they have an extra barrier to get to, just so that you, as you're managing these parks, gives you that extra bit of time just to get to deal with that problem, whether it's get an ACU facility built or a helicopter over there, so that you can deal with the velociraptors before they escape. Because it is about making sure that your guests are as safe and as happy as they can be as they're visiting dinosaurs, and you don't want velociraptors eating your guests. That's just, it's just poor.
It's not good for PR, is it?
Absolutely
It's not good for PR.
But then,
Definitely not.
if the guests annoy you, you can just open the Velociraptor gate, and then they can have a bit of a feast, and then
You could do that, yeah.
You could. Oops, you did it again. Oops.
Older
I totally did not mean for that fence to break.
Older Robot says, double fencing I do sometimes to keep guests safe. That's very good. Tom Jurassic chimes in with some medium-sized carnivores can be happily housed with smaller carnivores like velociraptors, saving you expense on high-end fencing for 2 separate enclosures. That's very true, and I was also very happy to learn that, because I could then put my my smaller carnivores along with the bigger ones, so then they could still live in relative harmony. That's really, really nice. All right.
Is the chat got any more direction for me, Jens? Because I'm just gonna keep working on things.
I think you can just keep working on things, and then chat if you have anything that you would like to see us show in this Sandbox build, then please let us know. And there was a question here if Sandbox mode is available from the jump. It is technically, but you also have to play through the campaign to be able to lock things for use in the Sandbox mode first. Yeah, that was a very weird placement, Rich. I'm not sure.
I know it was. I wasn't quite thinking myself. I forgot that the tour comes with a tour.
Yes.
When the clue is in the name.
Absolutely.
So, and I'm just gonna build some tour track.
Let's do it. So let's see here.
Let's not go that way. Let's go this way.
So yeah, the player experience for new players is that you now get to experience the game with all the DLCs readily available, which means, at least in the campaign, there's a lot more dinosaurs and things to unlock, which I think is generally really cool and fun. It was great to be able to play through the campaign earlier when I was playing it the other day, and just having all the things listed in front of me and saying like, oh yeah, this is from this pack, this is from there, this is from there. That was really fun, in my opinion.
I think it'll be amazing fun for anyone who's already played it on whatever different platform to kind of go back and now be able to do it all from the get-go. Must be really, really exciting.
I personally thought it was. I had a good time with it, and it also allows you to it allows you the opportunity to do things a bit differently. Like maybe you decide to tackle an island by just having herbivores, for example. Maybe you try to make one of the campaign islands just like a wide sort of nature reserve with a bunch of dinosaurs in it. Like, I think doing things like that would be really fun. And now you can play it on the go as well, and everything will just work as it does regularly. You just take the Switch out of the dock and then boom, there's the game right in front of you.
It's that typical Jurassic experience, isn't it? No, I can do it differently this time. Everything's going to be different this time because I have a plan. And that's kind of, that makes you keep coming back. Like, no, this time it'll be flawless. And it never is. But that's, I think, one of the best parts of fun about it is it always throws you that curveball. And you think, well, next time, I'll have planned for that.
Next time it'll be better. Next time. I mean,
next time.
That's what they always say. That's what they say in the movies as well. Like, this park will be better. And then the last one, like John Hammond doesn't. He didn't know what he was doing, but we do. Yeah.
There's always a feeling of, I can do it better. Yeah. There's always a feeling of arrogance, and especially when it comes to managing dinosaurs, which people still feel they can manage and contain and profit from. Yeah. And they've still not learned that these incredible creatures are hard to manage.
Hey, at least you gave us some incredibly entertaining movies and some incredibly entertaining games.
Definitely.
So I'm pretty happy about that and thankful for that. Levi from Facebook here says that always look at the temperament with amount of dinos you have in containment. There are a lot of species who don't like company. That is very true. And I learned that the hard way when I suddenly had too many of, I think it was like Tyrannosauruses actually, and they started attacking each other and not being very happy, and they wanted to break out of the thing. That's good. Really good picture, Rich. And yeah, if you're playing, if you have the park tour, you can then just go into the park tour. You can see all the dinosaurs roaming about, and it's a real good time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Get up close and personal.
Yes, I mean,
definitely.
that is also the fun with this game. Like, you just get very up close and personal in a digital environment, which is probably the best way to do it for some of these.
So I think the people in the tour trucks are very happy that you turned off all the conflict stuff.
Yes, I hope so.
That's why I put the tour going through the T-Rex pen, which I would not advise normally unless you're in sandbox mode. This goat has been trundling around as well. Cause it looks like you've turned off the food and drink. So I don't think this goat has just been like, yeah, this is my enclosure now. Everyone's here to see me.
She's living her best life.
Yeah.
Jurassic Lord from YouTube says, thank you for expanding the possibility to play this beautiful game and allow the the Switch players to build their own Jurassic World. I mean, our pleasure. Like, this has been an incredibly fun project for me, at least. So, Liesa, let's talk some buildings and the hatcheries and things like that. Like, what's it been like trying to like recreate this stuff in a digital environment, like for a game like this?
It's really interesting because, of course, some of it will be able to take pretty much directly from the movies, any of the more nostalgic Jurassic Park stuff. You know, there's a wealth of information available, and other things you have to kind of see how are we going to design this so that it, you know, looks attractive, but also feels like it could really function with whatever we make the building to be. So it becomes really interesting. And then, of course, to be able to pack that all neatly up and put it on the Nintendo Switch was definitely a challenge, but I feel like the team's done such a good job on it. It all looks really, really good, and the fact that you can take it anywhere, I'm still not quite over it. Every time I see it running, I'm just like, wow, look at this. This is great.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it and it's just like, like it's there. It's the game. It's the full game. It's right there.
It's the game. I can put it in my pocket.
That's
It's a big pocket, Liesa. It's a very big pocket.
I mean,
well, I am wearing a jeans with very big pockets, so I will put my Switch in the pocket.
Just to kind of double down on what Liesa was saying, so something like the Visitor Center, which is an iconic building from Jurassic Park the movie, you only really see it from the front. So one of the challenges we've always had has been, how do we fit it into the world of Jurassic World Evolution, like the functionality of the gameplay, and also how we envision the back would be. So in our interpretation, the Visitor Center, which in Jurassic Park was kind of the hub of a lot of John Hammond's kind of guest-facing things, for us, we've used as the Expedition Center, the Fossil Center, and the Research Center. So it's all in one building in the Jurassic Park mode. So we put a helicopter pad at the back for the expeditions. So if you're personifying John Hammond and he's sending out helicopters to go to dig sites, we put a helicopter at the back. So it's all in one building. So it explains the context of what we're asking in the gameplay of, this is where you go for your dig sites and your fossil extractions. So that was kind of one of the challenges of using the film as references, that they don't tell you the whole picture. And we have to kind of fill in the gaps ourselves, a bit like Dr. Henry Wu did when he filled in the gaps of DNA with some frog DNA.
That's very nice, Rich.
Seamless, that was.
Very good, Rich.
And it's like earlier we saw the T-Rex sleeping, and you've never seen a T-Rex sleeping. So the animation team had to kind of find real world reference in a way of how a creature this big might sleep, because we don't have any film reference for things like that. So we have to extrapolate and fill in the gaps to make it as a whole package of a game as well, for all the behaviors that we're asking the dinosaurs to do.
I'm just very happy that it has the powerful neck muscles it needs to be able to lift that big head up off the ground when it's sleeping, because I woke up once and realized that I couldn't lift my head after I'd slept, and that was really weird. So that must have been terrible.
You made it so like you just forgot, like your brain just, how do I lift this?
It was a whole thing. I don't know what it was. Anyway, but yeah, so this is the sandbox mode where you can basically build however you like. I think we're gonna jump into a bigger, more pre-built park. And
artistic talent is not my forte, which is why I have a very talented dev team of people like Liesa, who's it clearly is. Which is, so my parks are generally functional. You'll notice that my paths, I know I can make these curved, but I just leave them straight, and I just make them higgledy-piggledy. Technical term. So let's show you what someone that knows how to make something nice do.
That
so
should be in the campaign tab, actually, and it's called NS Noodlar, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we go.
Noodlar.
And
thank you very much.
As we're getting this loaded up, I think we can do a quick giveaway for a copy of the game on Nintendo Switch. So, if everyone in chat, and as far as I know, this should work. If everyone in chat just types out exclamation point and then the word dinosaur in one word, so exclamation point dinosaur in one word, if you just put that in chat, and we'll let that run for a tiny little bit because chat needs to catch up, and then one or maybe several other lucky winners are going to be able to win a copy of Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch. So yeah, exclamation point dinosaur, no space, just exclamation point, then the word dinosaur, and then yeah, here we go, here we go. And
so this is a much nicer park.
This is just an excellent.
It's very satisfying.
And that is one of the things that I really enjoy seeing. Just like I love seeing screenshots from the game. That's just like, here's a dinosaur in a cool pose or a cool situation, or this T-Rex just knocked over this car, etc., etc. And then I really love just seeing big parks, just people just building something really, really big and nice and cool, and all that good stuff. Because I think that's also one of the very like fun design challenges about a game like this when you're playing it. Like, you have to build a functional park, then building a good-looking park as well is also a bit tricky a few times. All right, so
yeah, and I keep being amazed by how good the community is at it.
Yeah, me too.
Obviously we build a lot of parks when we're building and playing and testing the game, but I've never come close to all the stuff that the community builds, and I just sit there and think like, oh my god, this looks stunning, and I could have never dreamed it up. And then people are making these amazing structures with the tools you give them, and it never gets boring.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
Absolutely, like it is absolutely incredible what people are able to create. Speaking of creations, this is the Stegoceratops that Rich is looking at, which is featured in the Secrets of Dr. Wu campaign. It's a hybrid.
That's right.
Between...
It's one of his hybrids.
All right.
Sorry, I cut you off. It's a Stegosaurus and it's a Stegosaurus and a Triceratops. Yes. It's not. It's a nice simple one to figure out that one.
Yeah, I mean you can sort of see it. I also like the Ankylodocus, which is a ankylosaur and a diplodocus. So it's just very large and has a hammer on the back of its tail, which I think is really
nice.
Really fantastic. All right, I think we're gonna close off the giveaway there. You can stop typing in chat. I'm just gonna give chat a few seconds to catch up, because we've seen a lot of exclamation point dinosaur going in chat right now. A lot of people want to win a copy of the game. I mean, that's isn't that interesting?
Can I enter Jens? Can I verbally type?
Unfortunately,
exclamation point dinosaur?
Unfortunately, you can't. I mean, you did mention yesterday on Twitter that you were quitting.
I quit again so that I can enter this competition.
Yeah, because
I'm going to have a good choice.
I would like the console.
Yeah.
I would like the limited edition console, and I would also like a copy of the game to play it on, please. Okay.
Because
thank you.
If you don't already know, on our social channels yesterday on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram, we posted a giveaway for a custom-made Nintendo Switch console with Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition colors and branding, and it looks absolutely incredible.
Stunning.
It looks, stunning.
Yeah, it is.
And I am amazed at the people who have made this this console. I am flabbergasted at some of the things that they've been able to do with it. I'm actually going to quickly see if I can bring up a picture of it without it looking very weird. So let's just see how this looks.
Just drag it into the screen.
There we go. There's the custom console right there. So if you go to our social channels, twitter.com/JW_evolution or facebook.com/Jurassic World Evolution, or you go to Instagram.com/Jurassic World Evolution, you can enter for a chance to win this incredible custom console. And
she is such a beaut.
It is an incredibly looking console, in my opinion. And
Jens, I just want to say this Sandbox is amazing. It's huge and it's full of dinosaurs.
Yes, isn't it?
I'm impressed.
I haven't built this. This was
impressed.
Pre-built for this. All right, so let's see. We've
Jens, I need to talk to you about taking credit for something when someone's praising you.
I have absolutely no. Speaking of taking credit, I'm not going to take credit for other people's work. I did not build this.
You'll learn.
This was already in the thing. All right, let's see here. Oh wow, we had over 100 entries in the giveaway. So let's just there. Clemco Ga from YouTube, congratulations, you're the winner of a copy of Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch. And if you can email us at community@frontier.co.uk, we can get you sorted with your prize. I think I'm gonna spin this carousel one more time. Because I'm feeling.
Please tell me it's like an actual carousel, because that'd be pretty cool.
Sort of. I'm holding down a button and things just sort of go like that, and then I drop the button and then.
Oh, okay.
Instead of horses, can we have dinosaurs on the carousel? Can I ride the Stegosaurus, please?
I think that would be fun. That would be very fun. All right. So next up, the winner of another copy of Jurassic World Evolution on Nintendo Switch is Raphael F. over on Facebook, actually. Raphael Martins. Nice. If you can hear us, then congratulations. You're the winner of a copy of Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch. Please email us at community@frontier.co.uk and we will get your prize sorted out. I think maybe we'll do another giveaway at the end of the stream, probably.
You tease.
Yeah, we should probably do another giveaway at the end of the stream, right?
I feel like we should,
yeah. Definitely.
So, I think we can move right along and maybe jump into, speaking of a chance to make things turn out a little bit differently, let's jump into Return to Jurassic Park, shall we?
Okay, yeah. So I got the message.
Yes.
Going back we're doing it. We're going back. We're returning.
Going back to the 90s.
To the front. We're returning to the main menu, Jens, because we're going to return to Jurassic Park.
You're nailing every one of these.
Every one of these.
So
it's stunning. Yeah.
For those that don't know, see, this is the last narrative DLC that we did. So we've done 3. We focused them after we did Jurassic World Evolution. We focused one on Dr. Henry Wu, The Secrets of Dr. Wu, and then we did one around Claire Daring with Claire Sanctuary. And then we did one focused around Jurassic Park, and this one's kind of based around the idea of you as a player going back and kind of after the events of the film in a kind of sideways timeline type thing, where you go back to Jurassic Park after the events of the first film with Dr. Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Dr. Ian Malcolm to fix the damage caused by Nedry at the end of the film. And it was a great PDLC for us to work on, because there's a lot of the dev team we love dinosaurs because of Jurassic Park. We bring that love to the modern day with Jurassic World movies, but it was great for us to kind of go return to Jurassic Park and work in that kind of the nostalgia and that memory that we had as well. It's great, especially having the actors come back. So having Laura Dern reprise Dr. Ellie Sattler, who's one of my favourite characters from the first film, and just having her and Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum come back as well was so great to work with them as their characters, because there's so much love for them, for their characters and for the franchise themselves.
There's so much iconic value there in one little package, isn't there?
I am also, I love this transition, by the way, from the old universe logo to the old one. I'm also very excited to see the old quote-unquote actors meet the new crew in the third Jurassic World movie. So I think I've been following both Jeff Goldblum and Sam Neill on Twitter and seeing them sit around, play the piano and sing and do a bunch of very funny and interesting things there. I'm just going to move Liesa a tiny bit so she doesn't cover the title.
No! Don't throw me away!
So, Liesa, are you more of a main campaign person, or are you the sort of a DLC person? Like, what's your preference in Jurassic World?
I'm a campaign person, definitely. I really like a kind of regimented step-by-step, so I just enjoy learning bit by bit, because while I love games, I'm not the best at them, so I quite like learning things bit by bit. I'm definitely a main campaign kind of gal.
And like for a game like this, it's probably best to jump into the campaign, because then you can learn the basics, learn about dinosaur needs, learn about guest needs, and learn everything that you need to know before you jump into the campaigns.
Yeah, Definitely. And also just I feel like I've personally wronged my dinosaurs when they die, so I really want to make sure I'm armed with all the knowledge I can possibly gather before I do anything that's a bit more intense. So that's why I'm just kind of like, tell me everything step by step, and then I'll try it on my own.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. We put all the tutorial for the game mechanics in the main campaign, so that's where we suggest you go first, but it's completely up to you guys. You can jump into any of the campaigns that you'd want instead.
And the Doctor Who stuff is also sort of slightly integrated into the main campaign. It's sort of a side campaign.
Yeah, it's a side story. We did it as a side story of the main campaign. So after you've unlocked, I think, a couple of islands on the main campaign, it will unlock the Doctor Who islands. You can kind of pop over there, do some hybrid research with Doctor Who before going back to the main campaign.
And then introduce his lovely hybrids into your campaign parks, and just have everyone go, oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Is that a new dinosaur that they have there? That's great. Actually, there were a few people in chat saying when the Universal logo started spinning, they thought they were watching a movie. Unfortunately, we can't stream full movies on our Twitch channel, but wouldn't that be something?
But you can recreate the movie,
you can.
Yeah,
you can do it yourself.
Yes.
The best interactive movie.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's probably a good idea to jump into Return to Jurassic Park, and maybe also clear Sanctuary once you've done most of the things in the previous campaign. But then also, like, since this is separate, there's not a lot that carries over from the main campaign into this, but there are things that carry over from this into the main campaign. Right, Rich?
I'm reading. Right. Sorry, Jens. How unprofessional say I was reading my mission, just to make sure. Sorry, you were saying?
I'm saying that when you're playing Return to Jurassic Park, there are things that will carry over from that pack and from those missions into the main campaign, like the aviary, for example, and there are different dinosaurs that you get as a part of Return to Jurassic Park.
Yeah, so there's that kind of stuff. There's the skins that you've unlocked, and then things like the aviary you mentioned, and so we added new functionality such as the Ranger Danger, which was an update we added with the Return to Jurassic Park content. That's now part of the campaign as well, so you have like an extra thing to worry about as you're going through the main campaign. So the campaign's getting all the benefit of all the updates we've been adding since launch as well. So it's a great mix of different challenges and gameplay opportunities for you to enjoy.
Yeah. There's a lot of content to play and to discover in all of this across the 4 different campaigns. Yeah, the main campaigns and then the DLC campaigns as well. So yeah, this is mission 1 of Return to Jurassic Park, where you're trying to regain control, I assume.
Yeah. So it's kind of, the storm has come in, it's destroyed a bunch of stuff. We have raptors on the loose, like at the end of the film. We're having to get everything back under control before more death basically happens. So
I mean, it's probably a good idea to not bring in guests when the raptors are on the loose, right?
Well, they're not guests. They're kind of, they're workers of Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
They're people that are helping with the facility to be ready.
People have been briefed on health and safety. They know what they're getting into.
They signed the contract. It's fine.
Do they really know? Do they?
We like to tell them that they do.
Kind of. Have we ever read the terms and conditions? Privacy policies. We don't really read them. We just sign. That's what these people do. Like, yeah, I want to go work on a dinosaur theme park. It's exactly what they did. But yeah, I'll just sign it.
Striker8 in chat says, I remember when this game running on Switch was but a dream back when Steg started streaming. Unbelievable, the game has reached the Switch. Yeah, I mean, they said it wasn't possible, but life found a way, and here it is. Come on.
That's very good, yeah.
Whenever you make that pun, it's amazing.
I feel like it's mandated at this point when you're working on a game like this. Wouldn't you say, Liesa?
We have to do that reference like 2 to 3 times a day.
Yeah, you have to, else you just get kicked out of the building, It's just like, don't come back until you've said it to me at least once.
To each other, on social media, on Teams calls, like everywhere. It's where we do it.
Slip it into any meeting.
I've just started like putting it into regular conversation now, just to sort of fill my daily quota, essentially. I'm kidding. I haven't done that.
People would notice. Like, you're doing the thing again. Like, yeah. I'm just fine. Just life finding a way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Purple guy asks, would you rather be mauled to death by a raptor or swallowed whole by a T-Rex? That's a very grim question.
T-Rex.
I think the T-Rex.
Swallowed whole. Yeah.
That's probably better because then...
Get it over with.
Exactly, get it over with. Just like, get me in one bite. Don't claw my belly open with the claw thing.
Eat me like a tapas, not a full meal.
Wow. No one take that out of context.
That was so specific.
Yeah, that was...
Oh God. Yeah.
What
I did actually do some of the voice acting for the screaming.
Oh,
so
really?
if you watch a T-Rex eat someone, that might be me.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. I unfortunately didn't, but that's great. So, chat, what do you think? Mauled by a velociraptor, or eaten by a T-Rex? I really want to hear what people have to say about this. I also want to know what chat's favorite DLC is in this game. Like, if people in chat are more like dinosaur pack people, or if they're campaign people. And it would be interesting to see what people's takes on everything are. So yeah. So Rich, what was it like working with all this talent?
It was so amazing. They have such an enthusiasm and a love for the franchise and for the characters they're playing. So it was great to write and create stories for them to kind of work in and kind of bring their love across in their what's the word? Their lines, their VO.
Yeah.
And we wrote them stories, and then we worked with them collaboratively in the VO sessions and beforehand on whether the stuff we were writing, our interpretation of the characters matched what they felt the characters would be. Because some of these actors have been, Jeff's been Ian Malcolm for a long time now. He really knows how that character ticks. And it was great to work with him about the right way to, he would communicate to the player. So BD Wong especially provided a great amount of context into how Doctor Wu came across in his campaign. So it's very easy to kind of slip into a default of Doctor Wu is evil, like it's just a black and white binary thing. He's evil. He's the most villainous evil ever. But BD brought to the sessions that he's not. There is a depth to him, and he wanted to make sure that we weren't just painting him as just the mechanical evil. Oh, I'm going to make hybrids because I'm evil for science. Ha ha ha. There is a pursuit of science behind what he's trying to do, and he's not just doing it just because he can and the power. So it was great to get that insight from him as well, to make sure that we were given the depth that the character should have, which is what we wanted to do. We didn't want to just be stuck in a binary, he's evil or not.
I never read him as evil. I always read him as just ambitious, like scientifically ambitious. He just wants to figure out a way to do this. Like, he wants to know, like, can I do this? How can I do this? Not necessarily should I do this, but like, well, I want to try to recreate dinosaurs. Let's see if I can do it. And then he does it.
Yeah, definitely. We wanted to make sure that we were getting that across as well.
Yes.
Oh, Velociraptors are
seeing some responses in chat here. There's a lot of different takes on the DLC. Some say Doctor Wu, some say Jurassic Park. There's one or two Claire Sanctuary as well. So there's love for all the different kinds of DLCs. And as for the eaten by a T-Rex or mauled by a Velociraptor, I think it's about 50-50. And one person just said why. One person also said why not both. So I don't know how that would work. Maybe you're first mauled by the Velociraptors and then you're eaten by a T-Rex.
Oh, I don't know. The scene in Jurassic Park, in Lost World Jurassic Park, where Eddie Carr gets eaten by two T-Rexes is still just haunts me to this day.
Yeah.
So I think he definitely would have preferred being eaten.
Yeah, because he gets torn in two, right?
Yes, he does. He's trying to help everyone else, and he gets torn in two.
I think my best life would still be just living a really chill forest life with my favorite herbivore friends.
Think of them like a big cow and just sort of have them with you,
Just have them around,
I think that would be wonderful. I think it sounds like a nice existence.
Yeah, we could just be chill, munch on some grass and look at the sunset.
All right, I think. Tom Jurassic says, Rich, I was just thinking of that scene. Compy worse than Eli Mills ripped apart by T-Rex, and then his leg gets eaten by a group of compies when it falls off.
It's true. That is true.
Okay, I think maybe we can do another giveaway. And if let's see, this time around, it's a good. So like we did dinosaur, so we've sort of we've done that. I'm trying to think of another word that we can use. Yeah, I think if everyone in chat writes !Ian Malcolm, that's Malcolm Malcolm, if I'm remembering correctly, then we can do another round of giveaways and see what happens. Ian Malcolm, Malcolm. All right, we're seeing some trickle in already. That's great. It means that people got the message.
I love watching these run.
The Gallimimus. Yeah.
Yeah. I've accidentally gone into the rename mode.
I know.
Don't want to do that.
All right. Here are the answers trickling in, and then yeah, we shall see. We shall see who will be the winner after we run this for a bit. Yeah, and if you're just joining us, we are playing Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch. We are currently in the Return to Jurassic Park campaign, trying to work our way through the first mission here. That's interesting, Rich. She broke down the fence while the door was open. I mean, dinosaurs had tiny...
Just to add insult to injury.
I think it's just showing off.
I can go through the door, but I'm just going to smash this fence instead.
Yeah.
She's a strong, independent dinosaur, and she's going to leave the way she wants to leave.
She don't need your door.
Our Velociraptors were attacking our ranger team, so I quickly threw down some flares to try and distract them because of the range danger feature that we added in this pack. So I just wanted to quickly get in there because I worried that they wouldn't do it themselves.
Yeah, it looks like you got them, maybe, apart from the one there who's still escaping. Brett Hill says, with the UK going back into lockdown, this is the perfect game to pass the time. We appreciate your kind words. Clarion asked, wait, who is playing? Rich is playing. If you can hold up the controller and maybe move some things around. There we go. Playing on Nintendo Switch.
I feel like one of those people in one of the trailers now that you see. Like,
I love seeing those pictures of people holding controllers backwards and like as if they're in the coolest video game ever. All right, so we're going to stop the giveaway there. Give chat a few minutes to catch up.
Nice.
And then we're gonna draw another winner here. Let's see.
Okay. Oh, that worked. Sweet. We're all asleep. Okay.
Have you got them, Rich? Yeah.
Got them all. Got to move them.
Just stick them somewhere. No, I'm joking. Put them somewhere where they will be safe and where other dinosaurs will be safe from them. Maybe.
I'm going to put them back in their pen.
You should do that.
That seems sensible.
That seems very sensible. I mean, always keep your dinosaurs in pens so they don't break out and eat the guests, because that would be bad.
Unless you want to do that.
Unless you want to do that.
In Jurassic World Evolution, you have the freedom to decide.
All right.
Yeah, it's amazing how many of our community seem to enjoy that.
I mean, it's that playing God kind of thing that you do in management games like this, where you can do what you want. Like, it's the same reason why in Planet Coaster I sometimes build a coaster that doesn't go anywhere, so people will sort of just fly off into the air and they can be Superman for a few seconds before they plummet to the ground. It's that whole thing of, hey, I am in control of these digital people and they will bow down to my will.
So, not my
No, I can't.
All right, I
need these Velociraptors to get picked up so I can repair the damage they've caused. Currently waiting. I'm worried about this gap in this fence.
It'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Like, your herbivores are pretty chill, right?
Yeah, the Dilophosaurus are pretty chill as well. So
All right, we have drawn, well, I have drawn another winner of a copy of Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch, and that is Zach Allen from YouTube. If you could be so kind as to email us, community@frontier.co.uk, we can get you sorted on your prize. And congratulations.
Congratulations.
For winning.
Oh, that was timed.
That was very good. Like we did it almost exactly at the same time. It's really great. All right, so I think that's going to do it for giveaways for this stream for now, and we're just coming up on the first
Jens.
hour. Yes, Rich.
Can you check whether I've won that console yet, please?
Unfortunately, you have not won that console yet.
But I quit in everything.
Yeah, I know, but I think you have to do a bit more than just say on Twitter that you quit. I'm not sure how it. So
to be fair, it's the terms and conditions. Probably the terms and conditions probably don't say that you can't that Frontier employees are exempt from this thing. I'll just quit for nothing. Just like.
I also, as far as I know, like I'm being from Norway, I'm not 100% familiar with British labor laws, but I think you can't just announce on Twitter that you quit somewhere. I think there's more of a process
to my minuscule Twitter followers.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I quit.
You have to make it official, Rich. You have to follow through with this.
That feels a lot of paperwork. It's fine. Someone else can win the console.
Just apply with someone who's called Richard. No bills. No one will know it was you.
Rubold.
Wretch Nenbulb. The local post office has the wrong name down, and I keep getting posts for a Wretch Nenbulb, which is not even my name at the slightest. So I should have just applied with that.
Right.
You'd have never figured it out.
All right, I'm going to rein in the stream again because it's suddenly went places I didn't expect it to go. But yeah, if you are unfamiliar with what we're talking about, I should mention again that we are doing a giveaway on our social channels, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, for a custom made Jurassic World Evolution branded Nintendo Switch console and a copy of the game. And I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. Here it is. This is what it looks like.
Absolutely beautiful.
It is an amazing looking console. I would be astoundingly happy to win something like this. Unfortunately, I can't, being a employee of Frontier. I can't do that. But you watching at home can win something like this, and
you have the power.
Have the power.
You could have this.
Absolutely. So
you can make us so jealous.
So go to our social channels: facebook.com/Jurassic World Evolution, Instagram.com/Jurassic World Evolution, or Twitter.com/JW_Evolution, and you can be entered to win by following the link in the tweet or post or what have you for this giveaway. You'll find it. Just scroll down a bit and you'll see the image of the custom-made console. It is an incredible looking console, in my opinion. I would be very happy.
And then you can just tweet at Rich to make it to really salt the room a bit more. When you get it.
Absolutely.
Take a picture of yourself. Really enjoyed it.
Yes. There's also you can also find a link to the giveaway on our forums.frontier.co.uk, and I see that both Joel and Harbinger have been posting this in both the Twitch and the YouTube chats. So thank you so much for helping us out there. And I think that should bring us to about the end of the hour that we've set aside for this stream. And
passed so fast.
Yeah, like life goes by when you're streaming is something I've come to realize. That you start and then suddenly you look at the clock and it's like, oh, half an hour has gone by. Oh, an hour has gone by.
Get together a list of
it is super fun in my opinion. So yeah, Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition out now in Europe and Australia for Nintendo Switch, and out in the US around 7 p.m. PST, if I'm remembering my time zones correctly. And you'll be able to pick it up then and play away both at home on your TV and on the go in docked mode and in handheld mode. And if you've been following the stream for the last hour, thank you very much for watching. You have seen what the game looks like. You've seen how the game runs. I personally think this has been an incredible achievement by the team. I want to give a huge shout out to the dev team for bringing this amazing game to a amazing console, in my opinion, and for being able to, because it's a big game. Like,
Yeah,
it is
That's a
a
lot.
big game.
yeah.
And I also want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to the Jurassic World Evolution community for all your tweets and posts and comments and feedback and all the stuff that we've gotten over the years. I would say I've only been here for about 6 months, but I'm trying to sort of thank you on behalf of the rest of the team. You know. All right.
Yeah, I just want to echo that as well. I just want to say thank you to the whole of the Switch dev team who brought the complete edition, and everyone at Frontier that helped make it happen as well. All the support teams of operations and tech and HR and everyone that helps give us a platform to build such an amazing game. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rich and Liesa, for joining me. Thank you.
Thanks
You're
for
welcome.
having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much thank you very much to the community moderators for moderating chat. Thank you very much to the community team for also moderating chat. I saw both Jay and Shante, and I think also Tim has been sitting around in chat helping out with moderation as well. And so yeah, this has been a really fun launch stream, and it's been a really fun launch stream. I'm very happy that the game is out. This has been on my mind for quite a while now, but we did it. It's out. It's there. You can go play it if you're in Europe and Australia, and you can play it very, very soon if you're in the US as well. So I'm going to do a very quick switch back to me and say once again, thank you so very much for joining us. Thank you so very much for watching, and we will see you on the next live stream. Bye-bye.